Eamonn Holmes has been a steady and familiar presence on British television for decades. A broadcaster whose charm, sharp humor, and calm confidence have made him one of the most trusted voices in homes across the country. Viewers feel as though they know him personally. His laughter, his timing, his little sideways comments that make a whole nation smile. But behind the warmth he brings to the screen, a far more difficult and private chapter has been unfolding, one that has deeply affected the people who love him most. Those close to Eamonn say his health challenges, which have been ongoing, have begun to take a noticeable toll. Once lively, quick on his feet, and always ready with a joke, he has been slowed down in ways that have worried his family and friends. What started as manageable discomfort gradually became a more unpredictable struggle. Some days he pushed through the pain with his characteristic determination. Other days, even simple movements felt like a battle. People around him began noticing how much further he had to reach for the energy that once came so easily. The charismatic broadcaster who once breezed through long studio days now needed to pause, to sit, to breathe. He still delivered his work with professionalism and heart, but those closest to him could see the effort beneath the surface. And for two people in particular, Ruth Langsford and her son Barney, the change has been especially emotional. Ruth and Eamonn may have gone their separate ways in life, but a long marriage builds a bond that doesn't fade quietly. Even with distance between them, Ruth's care for him has never disappeared. Friends say she has been quietly shaken by his worsening condition. Behind the steady composure she shows on her own programs, she has been carrying a heavy worry that she rarely lets the public see. Those who know her say she has had moments of real fear, seeing someone she once shared everything with struggle to move comfortably, walk steadily, or even stand for long periods. She has reportedly confided in close friends, admitting that she lies awake some nights thinking about him, hoping the next update brings better news than the last. She has always been strong and composed, but this situation has tested even her resilience. For Barney, the emotional weight has been just as heavy. He has always viewed Eamonn not only as family, but as a dependable figure, someone who could always counted on to crack a joke, give advice, or bring calm to any situation. Watching him face a difficult health challenge has been a shock. Those around the family say Barney recently had a moment where the worry became overwhelming, and he struggled to hold back his emotions. For him, this hasn't just been about fear. It has been about witnessing someone he admires lose the ease and strength he once took for granted. Health challenges have a way of bringing unexpected truths into focus. No matter how relationships change over time, the emotional ties don't simply disappear. In many ways, this chapter has brought the family closer again, though quietly and without fanfare. Ruth has reportedly reached out privately, offering comfort, support, and reassurance in her steady, calm way. She has also been a source of strength for Barney, helping him make sense of the sudden changes and offering him the space to talk, to feel, and to understand. The family may not look the same as it once did, but the care they share remains powerful. Even as Eamonn continues appearing on television, insiders say his workdays have become more challenging. Producers have made adjustments, more seated segments, fewer physically demanding setups, and moments built into the schedule for him to rest. Colleagues have noticed the strain, but they've also seen something else: his determination. Eamonn refuses to let his health define him. Even on days when the discomfort is obvious, he still finds a way to smile, to lighten the atmosphere, and to sprinkle humor into conversations. Some days, colleagues say he even jokes about himself, laughing that he's now become the official sitting-down champion of morning TV, or pretending the chairs he uses are diva thrones he demands because he's far too fabulous to stand. That humor has become part of how he copes and part of how he reassures the people around him. But beneath the laughs, everyone can see how hard he is working. And while they admire his resilience, they worry too. It's the kind of concern that comes from love, not pity. Despite the emotional strain, the family remains hopeful. They believe that with proper treatment, time, and support, Eamonn can rebuild some of the comfort and strength he has lost. There are good days, days when his energy lifts, when his natural spark breaks through, when he feels more like the man he has always been. Those moments bring hope, encouragement, and a reminder that progress happens slowly but surely. Ruth continues to offer quiet support, making sure Eamonn knows he can lean on her if he needs to. She respects his independence while still showing she cares deeply. And Barney remains committed to being by his side, checking in, offering encouragement, and reminding him that none of them are going anywhere. What this family is experiencing is something many families face, a moment where love becomes action and concern becomes connection. Their tears haven't been signs of weakness, they've been signs of devotion, of history, of the unbreakable threads that tie people together even when life shifts. And through all of this, one thing is clear. Eamonn is surrounded by people who genuinely care for him, people who worry, who hope, who stand close even when circumstances have changed, people who want to see him regain strength, confidence, and comfort. Family isn't always defined by perfect timelines or neat chapters. Sometimes it's defined by who shows up when things get hard. Eamonn's journey is not over. It is not defined by despair, but by determination, by laughter in difficult moments, by support that comes quietly, steadily from people who know him best. And as he continues his path forward, viewers, colleagues, and loved ones remain united in one shared hope that brighter, stronger, healthier days are waiting ahead.